Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense will get the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Moving away from pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. it put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board. They are going nuts.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The short hands. It's Hendricks. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Lost a throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They get to him as he throws. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Floats it out in space. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Makes the grab. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They just keep firing. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Going right and going deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Complete to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
From the gun on third down. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Coordinator's got to be thrilled with that third down sack. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Hendricks. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Off play action on first down. He's got it. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the right. The sure hands, it's Hendricks. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Got him downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live the play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Arkansas. Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Caught over the middle. It's Lyle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. It'll be 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throwing on the run. Snags it down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. There have been many days for the Razorbacks where big plays from the quarterback came by running like Matt Jones, but that was a beautiful throw.
Man, I played against Matt Jones, played in the SEC Championship game my sophomore.
And into the end zone. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Zings it complete to the right. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground?
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He wants to change this route. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Scrambling away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Arkansas. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Offense in a bunch formation. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football now.
He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A strike downfield. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. He lets one fly deep. He's got it up to 25. Running free. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Bring in the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Maddox. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. That's caught. It's Lyle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Running back searching for a hole. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The Rebels will call on their punt team. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Cobb. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to...
Catch inside the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. They'll give it to the back. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game.